Hello, welcome back to Versus Live here. I'm Ross Miriam.
I'm Corey Baumeister.
This first show here as a regular. I did one as a guest a little while back.
A resident.
Yes. And we are closing in on the final match of today, and we got two sweet ones. I think we saved the coolest decks for last.
Best for last by far. I'm hyped.
I am going to be playing Teshar combo. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the combo, let's go top down and take a look at how it works. So what we're going to need is a copy of Teshar, Ancestor's Apostle, and Diligent Excavator on the battlefield, and then Salvager of Ruin in the graveyard. We can cast a Chamber Sentry, X = 0. It's historic because it's an artifact. We mill our opponent for 2, and then Teshar returns the Salvager of Ruin to play to the battlefield. Sentry will die because it's a 0/0, and then we can sacrifice Salvager, return the Sentry to our hand, and now we're back where we started. Boom. We have, as the kids say, demonstrated a loop.
And I saw a lot of this in the fandom tournaments that are being played, and we were just seeing Matt Nass playing it every single week, and at some point people were just like, oh my god, can you just please play any other deck? It's taking so long. Every round is taking so long. Much harder to do on Arena than in real life. So.
Yes, I imagine as much. And in addition to the clean kill from the new artifact, we also have Scheming Symmetry. It's a card to help set up the combo, so a great tutor option. We have like Fibblethip. You can access the card immediately from the top of your deck, so that'll be important. Or you can mill it with Lazav or something like that, get it at like whatever you need in the graveyard. So a cool little combo deck here that does not happen often in Standard, and hopefully it's a sweet one.
Exactly.
And then
we got a sweet one over here.
Corey's getting a little... I don't know what word I'm looking for to
We're getting a little tribal.
Yeah, we're getting a little tribal.
We're getting a little tribal.
Bloodthirsty.
Exactly. We're playing Orzhov Vampires here, testing out the power of the new Sorin. I think it's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, 3 mana to have 3 relevant abilities all from the start is...
I know. And just 2 very good +1 abilities. And being able to... it is +1, right? Both of them are +1?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so. And then being able to just, -3 to put in Champion of Dusk, replenish your hand. Even if you draw 2 cards, it's just insane.
Yeah, huge tempo swing and card advantage. We've mentioned that. That duality, if you can get both at the same time, you're in really good shape, especially in Standard. So you're going to be the beatdown deck here.
Yep.
I'm going to be the combo deck.
Exactly.
And fortunately, I'm going to be on the play.
All right.
I'm a little light on time, so I think we're just going to get right into it.
Sounds great. It's nice that Black-White also, or Orzhov, can definitely pivot into just having like the best removal in the format as well. And Othakaya, so good. I bet this deck just demolishes mono red. Mono red aggro is just really going to struggle with this kind of life gain. So.
Yep. Vampires has historically transitioned into this mid-range deck with just a bunch of removal and then enough vampires to enable Champion of Dusk as your card advantage.
Yeah. It's hard to really be considered a really aggressive deck when you're just putting in 2 mana 2/2s and 1/1s, but they really gain off each other.
I don't know if I'm supposed to keep this, but it has 2 combo pieces, so I am going to keep it.
I am super hyped I'm on this side because that deck hurts my head.
I'm going to start on a Godless Shrine and pass the turn.
I'm going to be doing a much better... Ooh, I drew something else. Never mind. All right. Aspirin here. 2/1, very familiar in the white weenie strategies, but little keyword, it is a vampire, so that is nice.
I'm going to play a Water Grave and pass.
Water Grave, okay.
A little bit of a slow start here.
A little bit slow. All right, so now we have options here. We can either go with Legionnaire or Pitiless Pontiff here. Pontiff can't protect itself right now with only having 2 mana, so I think I'm just going to get on the board and really try to put the pressure on Ross here. So 17. Attack for 3 and pass it back.
Okay, not the best of starts from my side, but
love it.
I will be playing a 3/3 Chamber Sentry because I have 3 different colors of mana.
Solid.
Pass the turn.
All right, so now we're going to have some options here. So, now we really have options here. Okay, so now we can play the Hallmark card here. And just have so many things to do with it. Just put a counter on something, be able to attack into Ross. Very effective. We could even cast Sorin, down tick, put something into play. We could just play this for safety to get that Chamber Sentry out of here. We really have a lot of options here, and they're all good, frankly. I think it's probably just safer to get this Chamber Sentry off because being able to activate it and ping off some creatures when you can block and then deal damage to it is really good against us. So we're just going to Oath of Kaya here.
That's pretty good. You're up to 23.
Pretty good. 23. Yep. And then we'll attack you here for 5.
I'm a 12.
All right, your turn.
Okay, that one's not a bad draw. Let's play Orzhov the Multifarious.
Okay.
Surveil 1.
Gotcha.
Do not want this Mox Amber. Let's put that one in the graveyard.
You did say you wanted to play with Mox Amber, so you got your wish, huh?
And pass the turn.
All right. And on top. Okay, that's a spicy one. Now I think we just have an absolutely insane play here. I don't see why we would really want to do anything else. We're going to go with Soren. And we are going to -3 and put a Lieutenant into play.
That is quite good.
We're going to do a permanent count here. 4, 5, 6, 7... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are 1 short of ascending here. We'll temple to scry. We're going to put that on the bottom. We do not need another land. And then we are going to get in there.
I'm going to chump the aspirant.
Okay, take 3. And then we'll pass 9. It to you. Oh, man. This can hit creatures. The +1 to deal 3 damage to any target and gain 3 life. Just Oath of Kaya on a stick. No big deal. That's a +1. Yeah. I mean, sacrificing a creature is a real cost, but to have that versatility to be able to once again protect your planeswalker with being able to have 2 other very relevant lines of text is just so good.
This is just such an awkward series of draws on my end.
Yeah.
I've been trying to find any creature I can recur with Teshar, Mox Amber.
Yeah.
Like I just had the Chamber Sentry, and then I surveilled into Mox Amber, and I was like, okay, I'll just get the Orzhov back.
Yeah.
So of course, it was second Orzhov.
Of course. Hey, you can bring back Chamber Sentry anytime you want, buddy.
And now, if I play Orzhov first, I'm not going to be able to recur anything. So I guess we will just play the Teshar.
Okay.
Play Mox Amber. Rebuy Orzhov, Surveil.
Okay. Gotcha.
And at this point, I just don't think we have it.
And we're going to get to attack for quite a bit.
Put that in the graveyard and pass.
All right. So now we got some spicy things we can do here. So I think we are going to... So I'm ascended. Now, I think we are going to want to attack first. Let's see if there's any way we can just outright kill you here. Okay. All right. I think we got it. We are going to attack.
So I have to block both 2 things, or I just die to Soren's +1.
Yep.
So let's block the biggest thing and one of the lords.
Double chump, take 3.
I'm at 6.
All right, you're at 6. I'm going to
Soren.
Tick up. I'm going to throw one at you. Soren, play a Pontiff, throw the Pontiff at you. Just 6 damage out of nowhere, double lightning bolt.
Yeah, you know, your Orzhov decks are known for having lots of reach.
Exactly, yeah. You really just end up lightning bolting to the face twice with your black-white decks. It's very, very common. Okay. Wow. Reach is something that these strategies really lacked, you know? I mean, Kaya's Wrath, Cries, and stuff like that are going to be great, but if you can have that late game where you can get them down to 6 and then they Kaya's Wrath, and then you're able to just throw 2 creatures up, it's insane. Because Esper decks tend to really struggle with dealing with planeswalkers outside of Ixalan's Binding, something like that. So being able to pressure on multiple dimensions like that seems very powerful in this standard metagame.
Yeah, between that and Oath of Kaya, you've got plenty of ways to go upstairs. You got good fodder to send upstairs between Legion's Landing and Dusk Legion Zealot.
Yep.
Definitely good things to throw away to get your free Lightning Helix. So that's a powerful interaction.
Yeah.
Easy game 1 win.
Yep.
We're going to take a short break while we get sideboarding set up, and we will be back lickety-split.
Lickety-split, huh?
Back to sideboarding here with Teshar combo against Orzhov Vampires. On my side, we're bringing in a heavy dose of interaction between Oath of Kaya and Urza's Ruinous Blast, and we're cutting basically all of our non-essential cards. The Planeswalkers here are not particularly effective in the matchup, and I wanted to cut Rona instead of Lazov just to keep my curve as low as possible. Rona has some utility in like exiling cards from our graveyard, and then we can recast them, but I really think just getting run over is such a worry in this matchup that having the 2-mana 1/3 versus the 3-mana 2/2 is going to be really important. And so we can curve the 2-drop into Oath of Kaya and then go from there. So that's why I've cut Rona.
This seems like a beating against this deck too.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm bringing in enchantment removal, which I think I have to be doing as well. Interacting in such a way where I can exile the creatures instead of just destroying them, because like destroying them is not that great because you get so much value in bringing them back that I really want to be exiling stuff. Having more Kaya, Orzhov Usurper would be excellent against you because it has a lot of targets to exile them for good. Unfortunately, we only have one in this list. I'm taking out Pitiless Pontiff just because there's nothing that's actually like Kaya's Wrath destroying my creatures. There's nothing I really need to push through with Death Touch or anything, so this card seems a little out of place for me now, as well as Despark doesn't seem like it has many, if any, targets against you, really.
Teshar.
So, Teshar. I mean, reasonable thing to keep in because it is the namesake of the deck. And then a couple more Mortifies to be able to interact as well. If we were to go to a game 3, I think I would be more proactive and just try to beat down on the play and take some of this interaction out. But on the draw, I want to make sure that you're not able to combo kill me.
Okay, well, hopefully you do get combo killed.
Yeah. It would be cool to see, but I'm not gonna let it happen easily. That's for sure.
I wouldn't want you to.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a question or two while we're shuffling, Travis?
Yeah, of course. Howl126 wanted to know if you had considered playing Vampire Sovereign in the deck. The 3/4, I think it is, flyer that Helix is when it comes to
that Helix is. Yeah, I think it's reasonable. I think without having the new Sorin, I think 5 mana is a real cost in this deck. So I want to try to keep the converted mana cost really low. But it seems like that would be a card that would be an excellent sideboard addition against mono red, against white weenie strategies, where you have the 4 toughness as a reliable way to live against the popular removal, as well as gaining life to get yourself out of range from direct damage.
So it seems like matchups, your Champion of Dusk can be a liability.
Exactly.
So you're swapping 5-drop for 5-drop, maintain your curve, but get something that's better at stabilizing.
No, I think that's great, actually. I think I would definitely add a couple more of those in the sideboard. I think the sideboard has a little bit too much removal where it stands, but once again, we're in the rough draft stage of these decks. There's not any final form of vampires that has amassed yet, but I think that's a great suggestion by you.
And then I am the Law asked if you guys think that Steel Overseer might see play in Standard, if there's any deck that might use that.
It's a nice one with Saheeli.
Well, I think the new Nissa brings Steel Leaf new hope. You know, I mean, being able to go Steel Leaf champion on turn 2 or new Vivian, right?
Steel Overseer.
Oh, okay. Oh, the artifact.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any Steel Leaf in Standard except for Champion in so long, so forget what I just said.
This is a modern card.
Yeah. I mean, it just doesn't seem like there's enough good artifact creatures, you know?
Yeah.
I mean...
You need the token generators, the Saheelis, the Karns, the things like that. And maybe like if you find a way to get it all to work, but I'm not... that's a lot of disparate pieces.
Yeah.
Because Steel Overseer wants a deck that's really dense with artifact creatures. Saheeli wants a deck that's really dense with non-creature spells. How do you make those overlap? I don't think the pieces are there to do it. But
I don't think so. Like, I mean, especially with Saheeli not triggering off like playing a Steel Overseer and stuff like that, you put your deck in so many branch different directions to actually make it good.
Your draws are going to be really inconsistent at that point. Much like my draw here.
Much like your draw here.
Does not do anything.
Hey, test out that new London Mulligan rule, bud.
London Mulligan in my combo deck?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, this hand is pretty much perfect. So I think our only complaint here is that this Godless Shrine is not going to scry. I think that is the worst part of our hand, that we're not getting that value scry. Otherwise, I think it's perfect. So.
Okay. Well,
okay.
Sure.
That's what you want to hear, right?
Yeah. Good for you.
Thank you. I love an aggressive deck that can pivot into having duresses. Like, I think that is such a nice way to approach a metagame, being able to attack Kaya's Wrath in a certain way. You either kind of need duresses or you need negates to be able to function in this standard right now. Otherwise, Cry the Carnarium is just going to eat this deck alive.
And
you know?
Civic Nexus too. Like maybe you could race them some amount of the time, but like they're gonna want some disruption after sideboard.
Exactly.
Okay. Nice little London mulligan here, and this is definitely a keep, and we have too many lands, so let's get rid of one of them.
Alrighty.
Let's go down to one shock land, because that's all we need for these check lands.
Are you going to scry with that? Oh. I can't talk. Your turn.
Don't trick me. I might do it. Okay.
That's why we got Ricky in the other room for the judge call.
Yeah, let's just start on Fibblethip.
Fibblethip. He's so lost. So very lost. All right, so we're going to go Isolated Chapel here. We have options. Obviously, we would have loved to have drawn that last turn here. This does not seem like a very smart play right now, so we'll just get our Adanto on. Your turn.
Okay. That's how you want to play it.
That's how we're doing it.
We're
fighting dirty here.
Start this one on a Orzhov.
Okay.
Surveil, don't need this land.
Okay.
Play a Glacial Fortress and pass the turn.
Alrighty. So I think we get a nice little card that hasn't seen much standard play because the Goblin Chain Whirler is definitely not a great thing to have when you have the Dusk Apostle here. And then we're going to get in, play a Vampire, get an Andrew Ellenbogen, which can we point out what a great token this is?
That is a nice one.
Andrew's the White Weenie Master, so of course he gets a Vampire token here.
Okay. I want to leave my board intact so I can trade for other things. I don't think the life total matters. Or Corey's life total doesn't matter.
Yep.
So trading anything for 4 life.
So we'll put you to 17 and I'll pass it back.
Not super interested.
Yep.
Okay, let's continue advancing our board with a 3/3 Chamber Sentry and then a
quite strong
Godless Shrine.
Quite
Pass the turn.
strong. I'm going to have to do something about that. All right, so I'm very afraid of a few things that can come next turn here, but we still have to play like you don't have that pesky Urza's Blast here. So we're going to Baffling End.
That's pretty good.
Not much we can do if that were to come down. Now our question is whether or not to attack with the Dusk Apostle here. It could trade with Fibblethip, but that's pretty risky, leaving Ross with just one legendary creature, and then we could deal with that one, and then Urza's Ruinous Blast is not an option, so we're going to go with it, get a couple of tokens here.
Do you just get the 1 token?
Isn't it triggers off itself, doesn't it?
Whenever 1 or more non-token vampire creatures attacks. Yeah.
It just gets 1. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a binary check.
That makes sense.
I suspect there is a removal spell coming here, but which honestly is not a. That removal spell is going to be a problem regardless of what goes down. That's the issue. So I'm not sure it's right for me to play around anything. So yeah, I'll just run the double block.
Okay, first second.
Okay.
Damage. Put you to 14.
I'm pretty happy to make that trade.
Yeah. Maybe it was... I didn't think you'd block. Your turn. If you did have Urza's Ruinous Blast, it's definitely something you wouldn't want to risk. So I think that gives a little information about the hand that I would imagine that you wouldn't have it. But
in reality, I do. I just wanted to get your legend off the battlefield.
That's fair. All right.
So I'm going to get a 3/3 from
Exile.
it's a dinosaur, right?
Leaves battlefield. Yep. That's a brutal one. That is a brutal one.
Token's gone too.
All right.
Now we can get him for 1.
Okay, 19.
Or 19. You can go.
Yeah, I suppose maybe keeping that legend would have been a better call. Now we're in trouble. Yeah. Scry off Temple. Definitely gonna. Yeah, there we go. Right on time. So, I mean, we can play this, but it's quite bad right now. Yeah, we're just going to say go. Our hand did not develop. And that is kind of the problem with the Vampire Tribe is once it gets swept once, it's pretty hard to rebuild.
And you need to get your card draw done before you get swept.
Exactly, yep. To be able to have gas in the tank.
Let's play a Fibblethip and draw a card.
Okay.
Not a great set of draws there, but attack for 4.
All right, down 15.
Play a tap, Godless Shrine, and pass.
Okay. All right, we need some gas. Come on. Ooh, not bad. It's a playable. All right, Sanctum Seeker, and we'll pass it back to you.
Didn't even realize that one was in the deck.
Yep.
That is a powerful one.
That's a good one.
And
So it doesn't look like the combo is anywhere super near, but
that's the turn.
all right, maybe a little flood on your end. Oh, okay. All right, so we are going to... Let's see here. Yeah. All right, we're going to cast Soren,
Okay.
and we are going to tick up. Targeting this, get a 1/1 counter.
Lifelink and Death Touch.
Lifelink and Death Touch. We're going to attack, trigger Drain,
So
switch life totals. Oh, wait, no,
No.
sorry. 13 to 16.
Yeah.
I'm at 16, you're at 13. And we got 4 coming in.
That's a 4/5. So I could throw away my entire board to deal with the Sanctum Seeker. You got 2 in hand?
I had 2 in hand.
I would just leave you with the Sorin. I imagine there's another creature coming down. It's unlikely there's another removal spell, seeing as you didn't have one when I double blocked the Mavern Fane. There's pretty likely another creature, and I do think I need to get this Sanctum Seeker off the battlefield, so I'm going to run the triple block.
Bang.
Okay. Losing my
Get
creatures.
those out of there. And then I'll pass it to you.
And now things have
Can we
flipped.
point out how cute that dinosaur is? That is the cutest dinosaur token I've ever
Gain more
seen.
life from that block.
Oh, yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep. Absolutely.
You're
All
at
right.
20.
20.
Okay,
20 and
I've just got
13.
a tap land and a pass of the turn.
Yeah, you're flooding over there, huh?
We hit a nice little pocket of
Yeah,
lands.
yeah. That's very fortunate for me. All right, so we are going to do the same here. Pump, trigger.
This is going to be a total of 6.
21, you're going to 12, taking 5 down to 7, and I gain 5 up to 26.
Yep.
And then we'll get an Andrew Ellenbogen here.
That's going to be lethal next
Legion
turn.
Landing. All right, your turn.
I don't know what this could be. I guess Teshar would be pretty good, seeing as I have 2 Mox Ambers in my hand.
Okay. That'd be solid.
That one's seems like it's a little bit too late, but
Dang.
it'll buy me another turn at least.
Okay.
So let's Oath of Kaya the Andrew Ellenbogen,
All right.
and I'll go to 10.
10.
Pass the turn.
Yeah, this deck seems like it's very powerful if you can get the right set of draws, or it just can be really clunky.
Yeah.
All right, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, we will +1 here. Boom.
This is going to be a total of 7.
7.
I'll go to 3. You'll go to 33.
Yep, you go to 3. I go to 33. Let's think here. Okay, so you got 2 Mox Ambers. Don't have to play around too much with that. Okay, yeah, I'll just Oath of Kaya you.
I don't even know what I could have drawn, because even if you have 2 lands
Yep.
in hand, like this Soren's set to just minus
Yep.
and throw this at me. So I've got to draw another Oath of Kaya somehow.
Yep.
But that's not dealing with this.
And I made a key mistake here that I want to point out. I had the turn when I was trying to play around Urza's Ruinous Blast. I definitely could have cast Soren with the legendary effect. It was just an oversight on my part, and I would have at least had something that would have stayed around, and I would have been in a little bit better position after that card without being such a blowout. But
Okay.
yeah,
Well, that's going to be decide this match. But
Yeah.
we've got a little bit of time. We can play one more game.
sounds good. I was going to say, do I get the marbles now? Is that how this works?
Oh, they're Todd's marbles. You got to win them from him.
I have to win. Do I have to win a whole set?
You have to win a day. Yeah.
I have to win a whole day. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
2 out of 3 matches.
Gotcha.
So, we're going to be taking a break on Thursday for the holidays. You will not
Yep.
see us this Thursday, but we will be back next week. And I believe it's going to be Todd and me on Tuesday, and then you'll get your chance against Todd. But if I beat Todd on Tuesday, then the marbles are mine, and you still have no shot.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I will be helping Todd test for next Tuesday. I want a chance at the title, and I want a chance to roll Todd. You know?
Well, you'll get that chance regardless.
All right.
So you're guaranteed at least that.
Yeah. If he escapes, to California with the marbles, that's no good.
Even if he absconds,
Yeah.
we will hunt him down.
Yeah. I'll fly to California in search of these marbles.
Yeah. California's a pretty big place, but I know at least the city in which he'll be living. So
Perfect.
we can narrow it down a little bit. We'll only have to knock on 3,000 doors.
Perfect. Not bad. All right. I'm excited to play. I'm glad we're playing another one. I love this deck.
Yeah, and I want a chance to combo you.
Yeah. All right. So you're going first, I'm assuming.
Yes, I will be on the play,
All right.
and This is a solid hand, so I will keep it.
Yeah, I think mine has some obvious problems here, but I think the power level of these cards is just too high. We're gonna keep.
Start on a water grade.
All right. Aspirin, here you go.
Aspirin's worst nightmare. Fibblethip.
Yeah, wow.
Draw a card. Pass the turn.
Fibblethip shouldn't be any card's worst nightmare, but
Here we are.
but the dream to help out the aspirant.
I will take 3, go to 17.
All right, your turn.
Okay, now we need a little bit more toughness now, so
Yep.
I guess I'll play Lazad.
Ah, the beats.
And we don't need another land, especially a shock land. So we got another
We
shock
can
land here.
really do some damage here with the right draw. Not the right draw. Okay, so that was not the best draw. We really needed a land here, and we could have really punished. But without getting one, now what can we effectively do? I don't really want to lose any of these creatures because your creatures are so heinously bad. I don't want to trade with either of them. So I think we're just going to go Vanguard Go. It's not great.
Well, Vanguard's a
great.
solid attacker here.
It's definitely solid, but a land would have really been great. Either one of these options, honestly, any one of these 4 options would have just been absolutely insane. So
I am going to take this opportunity to play the Teshar
all right,
and then pass.
okay. Now we really need a land. No. No, our hand is so good. Not like this. Not like this. All right, we're going to attack for 4.
I will make the block that plays around a removal spell, I think. Even though Corey's told me he doesn't have a land, but I wouldn't know that.
That's true. Okay, your turn.
Block
So
there.
sad. So sad.
So I could have blocked with Orzhov and then brought it back with this Fibblethip, but that might not even be better. This is just going to draw me 2 cards.
Yep,
So we cast this, return the Fibblethip,
sure.
get 2 cards, but one of them dies to a legend rule.
Mm-hmm.
And
I believe you get the second Fibblethip back as well.
Hmm?
Oh, never mind.
because
It dies right away.
the
Yep. Okay.
legend rule will get it. Now let's play Mox Amber, and that'll return Fibblethip and draw a card.
Solid.
This is nice when all my cards draw a million cards.
Yeah, no kidding. Probably helpful when I don't cast spells, huh?
Yes, I agree. And then another Fibblethip that'll draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And man, we actually have not drawn very well off of these. I'm gonna play my 5th land. This can make any of the Esper colors.
Sure.
And at this point, let's just play a Lazov that's just gonna cycle and surveil.
Sure.
So we get 2 mana. The trigger happens first from Teshar and draws a card. Then the Lazov will enter. Something will die, and I will surveil
Sure.
1.
It could be you're not drawing well because none of the cards in your deck do anything, but outside of the combo.
Well, we don't need that land, and then we can pass the turn.
All right. Right on time. Right on time. Okay. So, I mean, we have options now. We definitely missed our window to really take advantage of the situation, but we still got some decent plays here. Now, I think I just want to aim this at Teshar to kind of stop this combo. Pretty likely that Ross has another one. If we could have got one of these in play on the previous turns, being able to really pull ahead with spot removal and kind of start leveraging tempo here to stay ahead in this board. But we're forced to do this now. Just mortify. I'll get in for 4.
Okay, I'm going to take the 4 now with the Teshar gone.
Okay.
Go to 13.
13, and we'll pass it to you.
And that's a good one.
No more good ones.
Let's, I guess I'll just play a Hallow Fountain tapped
Okay.
and exile your battlefield.
That's probably strong.
Yeah.
To pay or not to pay? All right.
You want to pay that 5 times? This game can be over in a hurry.
Yeah, that'd be smart. Okay,
For 2.
I'm down to 18, you're at 13.
Yep. Pass the turn.
Okay, untap.
Now, Corey will be distracted having to rebuild his battlefield. It'll give me time to set up.
Yeah, you ain't setting up anything. We're going to start eating those graveyards. All right. We are going to take out... I don't know if I'm supposed to be taking out Teshar, because you can just pay for and make this a Teshar. That's probably smart. We'll take out Lazar and Teshar here. Gain 2. Go to 20.
Yep.
And we'll pass back. Now we're not really in the offensive mode here, so now we just kind of have to stop Ross from combo killing us. And Kaya's excellent at this. I think Kaya... I think even deserves a second slot. Maybe, I mean, this matchup's obviously not going to be the most played matchup, but I just think Kaya has a lot of applications here moving forward.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yep.
You have how many cards now?
I have 5.
Okay.
All the cards.
I will continue trying to advance my battlefield. Let's play Teshar.
Okay.
Then cast Salvager of Ruin. That'll return Fibblethip, which will die to Legend Roll, but draw me a card.
Okay.
And I will attack the Kaya for 2.
Down to 2.
And then play a tap Godless Shrine. You're up.
All right. So, let me give this another quick read here. Target permanent in the graveyard. That was put there. This was put there from the battlefield this turn. Return it. Okay. Let's see. I think I need to get that Salvager of Ruin off here. But we definitely want to keep Kaya around. I just don't know if this is going to be an option that we'll have. Yeah, I think we're going to negative on Salvager.
Isn't this just permanence to CMC1?
With converted. I thought it was always. Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I always thought it was power and toughness.
Nope.
Okay, just kidding. Almost gotcha.
Yes.
We're definitely going to tick up then. I think I have to get that Salvager off to stop any kind of crazy combos. Stuff. Yeah, I'm just too far behind at this point. I think it's going to be pretty tough to come back. Yeah, we'll mortify this. And then we will eat Salvager and a Fibblethip.
Yep. You gain 2 out of 22.
Yep, your turn.
Cards in hand now?
I have 4.
Okay. So let's wow.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
It's not good. I just continue struggling to draw spells.
Oh, okay. All right. Good for me.
I'm
Nice.
gonna play
like
a 3/3 Chamber Sentry. That'll
Sure.
return Fibblethip and
Yep.
draw another card. We are pretty far ahead in terms of just
Sheer
raw
card
resources,
advantage. Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's send the Teshar and the Lazov at Kaya.
Okay.
Fibblethip
I'll
at
take
you.
one.
I'll leave a Fibblethip in my graveyard to continue just cantripping with all of my historic spells.
Yep. If I could have got Kaya down a little bit earlier and stopped that, I could have cut off like 4 cards, you know?
Yeah. And just pass a turn.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, so we're up to 5 mana, but unfortunately, we still can't even double spell.
5 mana. What a peasant.
I know. Embarrassing. Embarrassment of riches here. So I think we are just still going to have to get Teshar out of here. It's just causing way too many problems. Yeah, well, with Kaya, that. Gain 3.
You go to 24.
Yep. And that's all we can do. So we'll pass back.
Okay. Let's cast I guess we can have Lazov just copy the Teshar
It's pretty spicy.
and then get in for 6.
All right.
Brings you to 18.
18.
And then play Drowned Catacomb and Diligent Excavator.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right.
We got the beatdowns.
I'm scared. All right. Well, I think we will. And we got a couple options here. None of them are truly great. I think. So we can play every card in our hand now. but I don't know how great it is here with Teshar being able to fly over all of our vampires and just kill Soren if we wanted. I think we just want to take it slow and steady and just cast a big blocker. Your turn.
That's pretty good.
The next turn we can do this. Still probably not going to be enough. We've ran through our resources while Ross is just refilling with every single card you cast. So.
Yep. I am going to start with an Oath of Kaya that's going to mill myself for 2 and return the Fibblethip.
Yep, seems
So
great.
let's return the Fibblethip first and then draw a card.
Okay.
And then mill myself for 2. Then this will enter, and I will, I guess, just deal 3 here.
Seems solid.
I go to 16.
Yep.
Then I will cast Scheming Symmetry.
Okay. We each get to search, right?
Yep.
What card could even help me here? I have a feeling I'm just dead.
I think you are.
Take this as a source of removal, but that's probably not going to be great. It's a really cool design of a card, though, I have to say. Scheming Symmetry.
Yeah. Are you dead? So I get this. Then I play this. Draw this. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
So we'll put this on top.
Are we comboing?
We'll play a Teshar.
Yep.
That's going to draw me a return Fibblethip and mill you for 2.
Legend rule will also occur.
Yeah.
Yep.
So mill you for 2.
Okay.
Draw the card on top of my deck. This one can go away just to make it cleaner.
Sure.
Then we have a land drop to make and play the Salvager of Ruin, return the Chamber Sentry. Now the Sentry and mill you for 2. Now the Sentry will die because it's a 0/0 and I have the loop.
Response? I got nothing.
This turn, we can sack here and just keep doing
Infinite
this.
mill, huh?
We did it.
Boom.
What a way to
Boom.
end the day.
Yeah. Can we just cut that last part out and end it with the match before? Is that cool? Is that what we can do here?
Yeah, I got you.
Excellent. Okay. No, that's cool when it works. And like, if I were to been able to play my lands on time, I mean, I had the Planeswalker, I had the Kaya, I had a bunch of removal spells. So if I was able to stay above it, it would have been a lot better.
But Lazov keeps its name. I believe.
Oh, yeah. So there's
So it
actually
doesn't
no
actually-
legend.
Oh, really? Okay. Gotcha.
So I just have double Teshar there?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So
As I watched Matt Nass play this deck before, every time it started to look insanely confusing, I'd just be like, nope, switching streams on that one. So
It is not for me.
yeah.
Yeah. Had a lot of extra time there with your stumble in game 3 and drew through my flood, and I had enough time to just accrue such a raw total of resources. It didn't matter that I had 10 lands. I just drawn too many cards.
Yep.
The Ruinous Blast being, a 3-for-1.
It's just insane in this matchup.
Yeah, no, excellent sideboard card for this deck.
And I have a lot of legendary permanents. I mean, all my planeswalkers, even a couple of the creatures, but really the meat of the deck is still non-legendary creatures, which is what I need to kill you. So no matter what, it's going to set me back like 2 turns to be able to just reassemble, to be able to pressure life total again.
And then likely let me, use the creatures are not very big. They don't work well in combat, but once all your creatures are gone, they're going to attack down your planeswalkers.
Exactly.
So, a nice little 1-2 punch there. And once I thought I was going to kill you with just damage, but then I just drew combo piece and symmetry, and the game ended. But just every card I was casting from turn 4 on, cantripping is a pretty big deal. And it's nice to have that kind of backup plan where you can just grind through their removal.
And even if you didn't combo off there, you could have oath to deal 3 to that and just use 1 counter from the Chamber Sentry. Chamber Sentry is insane.
My plan was just keep drawing an extra card, ping that down, attack you again, and just keep going.
And you can get all colored mana pretty easily. All you need is just a Mox in play and a second Mox, and you just, can always return it and stuff like that if you really need it to.
The Mox only makes mana equal to the color.
Oh, yeah, to the lands. That's right. Yeah,
so
okay.
We're
just
still
kidding.
only Esper.
Just kidding.
Unfortunately, not bigger than a 3/3 and not coming back. But 3/3 in this matchup that spreads some damage around, and a matchup like White Weenie would also be excellent. So, Your cards can sometimes be functional.
Yeah.
They don't look like they can be.
If Vampires is on the player, I feel like any aggressive is on the play against that deck. It seems like that deck is really tough fighting from behind, but Urza's Ruinous Blast is one way to kind of get yourself back into that.
The way this deck is built, it's built to just maximize what it itself is doing and maximize the combo, you're definitely going to have to pare back from that and start playing some interactive cards to make sure you don't get run over. And you start with a list like this to try to figure out, well, what are the worst cards? Those are the cards that I'm going to pare back. So you start here. This is like the brick of marble, and then you start chiseling away where you can, and eventually a nice little statue of David comes along.
There, nice reference. We got there. Came full circle.
It's
basically KCI, and it's not shocking that Matt Nass is the one who kind of originated the deck, because it really feels like that. It's doing its own things with very small amount of disruption. It's taking every game action, in the face of the sun, and
its synergies allow it to grind through interaction. So definitely a very similar deck, certainly much lower on the power level scale.
A little bit. I don't think anything's getting banned. Anyways, on July 8th, maybe the next ban list.
Certainly not in standard. That would be surprising.
I would be shocked.
Maybe they give us 2 months of Rampage and Frostodon. I don't know.
Nexus of Fate, it's all good. Teshar, out of there.
Imagine getting to play Rampaging Frostodon now with in the Gruul Dinosaurs deck actually being good.
Oh my god. 2 mana for Frostodon.
Come on.
Let's keep that banned.
Just unban it. What could go wrong? It'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
Exactly.
Okay, that's going to wrap it up for us today. We got some subs to go through.
Yeah, we got a few. Golf Kid 1 sub for 9 months in a row.
Awesome.
Dang.
That's a long time.
Bang.
Plamokin, 2 months there. XJ Stanley X, 2 months in a row. iPhone 747 for 13 months now.
Jeez.
Very low. JLY Kins 14, subscribed for the first time. Welcome. NACL, so Salt Samurai, subscribed for 4 months.
Nice. That is a nice name.
I'm not jealous of your job right now, because whenever I stream, that is the hardest thing for me. It's just like, what does that name even say? I mispronounce them so much.
It's a reference that you don't get.
Yes.
Papa John Napkins.
Papa John's Napkins. That's
now.
a nice one.
Yes, that's solid.
That's my favorite screen name.
Yeah.
Todd's partial to Sloopy Goopers.
Sloopy Goopers?
Yeah, Sloopy Goopers.
Nice.
They subscribe a lot. But Papa John's Napkins, I'm a fan.
That's solid.
Not of actual Papa John's
I just love the
napkins.
absolutely randomness that people think of this. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Hug the Aquifer? Yeah. For 6 months.
Nice.
And then Vincer subscribed for 3 months now.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for subscribing. We appreciate all of you.
Yes, thank you.
As I said earlier, we are going to be off on Thursday. So a quick introduction for Corey here. Did great on his first day.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you some more. And I don't think I will see you for a couple of weeks, because next Tuesday we got Todd and me back to the two of us. And then on Thursday, I'm going up to Worcester early because it is my mother's birthday next Friday. So if she's watching now, because I haven't told you yet. And then, so the Thursday show is going to be you and Todd for the first time.
I'm excited. I got my eye on those marbles.
I'm going to win him back Tuesday just to keep him safe.
Okay, that's
you're
fair.
never touching those marbles.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
I'm going to leave you a broken man.
Yeah. No, I wish I could join you at the SCG, but I have to unpack all my things and get me and my fiance's house livable.
Worcester's not till next week. This week is the pre-release.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You got a full week to get everything.
Yeah, I think I'm going to come here and play.
Yeah. So make sure you make it out to your local pre-releases.
Yeah.
If you can make it down here to Roanoke, we'll be around. It'll be a fun time. So pre-release for the set. Next week, we will certainly be diving further into Standard with Core Set 2020. So you'll get to see some more brews from Todd, Corey, and myself. Make sure you turn into that 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern right here at twitch.tv/SCG Tour. Going to be a fun time. Thanks for joining us today. That's going to be all.
All right. We'll see y'all later.